All right, y'all, let's get ready to welcome in backstage. She has been a host on the Arena Show. She has now marketed herself and submitted her space as the queen of Quartet Media. She don't like it when I say it, but it is the truth. She is the chocolate 6-foot blue-eyed blonde diva. Give it up for none other than boss of all bosses, Boss Lady. What's up, boss?
Hey, dear. Hey, everybody.
How you doing?
What's up, beautiful?
Man, DL, not you added the blonde into it. I can't believe you did that.
There you go. You know, I had to let them know what they was getting themselves into. I had to get them ready. Had to prepare them for it. You know what I mean? Congratulations to you in this season of elevation and success. Go ahead and tell them, man, this came around real quick. How many years have you been doing this media space of the Quartet Corner?
This month, we're still in March. This month of March is the month I celebrate the third year of the Quartet Corner. Yeah, I've been doing it for 3 years. Yeah. But,
and the way
I've been doing Boss Lady since 2021, so
right. So but the way, so 3 to 4 years, the way you have excelled leaps and bounds in that short amount of time, glory be to God, and it just attests to your grind. A lot of the graphics that you saw on a lot of things backstage past in the early days, the Arena Show, a lot of my profile pics and things like that. Boss Lady's skill set did a lot of those things, man. And we just was in Nashville together a couple of weeks ago, and we were at the Ecclesia Quartet Showcase, and we set out, man, and we did a live stream, and Boss Lady is now becoming the go-to platform of media for Quartet to have live red carpet media events. How is it knowing that a lot of people reach out to you to get out their platform or either their events?
Like, how do I feel about it?
I'm
gonna be honest with you. I'm very grateful. Let's see. I didn't know if y'all was there because all the screens went out.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm very grateful, and I just see the vision coming to pass. The purpose for the platform was to have a positive outlook on Quartet as a whole. And sometimes, positivity sometimes don't always win. It seems like it doesn't win, because people don't want to hear the nice, sweet, sugary stuff. They want to hear, everything else. But how do I feel? I feel like God predestined this to happen because it's nothing I did that was so great or wonderful. Because I feel like God could have used anyone else. So to be honest, I'm more grateful. I really am. I'm very grateful because I was born in this. My dad was in quartet as a kid. My whole family was in quartet as a kid. So, and like to grow up as an adult to be a positive platform for it. Yeah, I'm grateful and very humbled by it, to be honest. So yeah.
Praise God, man. And I thank God for you being obedient to his call in your life to do what it is that you are doing. Because like you said, sometimes it's not all sugary and flowery. Sometimes it comes with the sugar, the honey, and the iced tea. But you got to navigate through it, and you got to rely on God. Hey, Daphne, you got a question for Boss Lady?
I do. My question is,
okay,
my question
we
is for
today.
your media. For your media, how did you know exactly when? And I think you said something about your why, but give me a little bit more detail in why you do what you do, because I know you said that you've been you Boss Lady 5 years, 21, 22, 23, 45. Okay, 5 years, and then you started your media. So tell me, give me a little bit more detail of your why, or what struck you to say, this is what I'm going to do, and why you still doing it?
Well, I was mainly influenced by your very own DL because, like he said, we first started off with Arena podcast, and I think we did that for about a good year. And and man, we was like, when I say we got it out the mud, we got it out the mud. So
For
it
real.
was really the backstage pass was really boot camp for me. It really, you know what I'm saying? Everything that I learned from backstage, like the do's and the don'ts, because I ain't never did no podcast before in my life. I don't know nothing about podcasting. You know what I'm saying? So everything that the backstage, like everything from the beginning to the end of, the last day that I had it was like everything was a learning experience. Everything. And so when I started my own podcast, because I remember talking to DL about it, I was like, D, I really want to do a quartet podcast, and I don't want to talk about nothing negative. I don't want to talk about who's sleeping with who. I don't care about scandals. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about what our quartetters do outside of dumping the house. Like, what,
Hey,
what I'm
boss
saying?
lady. Wait,
What?
boss lady. They be sleeping around in quartet?
Like they doing choirs?
Come on. I came from
Anyway.
Quartet too, boss lady. I get it. I came
Like they
from
doing
Quartet,
every
honey.
other genre of music. I'm sick of them. Anyway, stop trying to act like quartetters. We know.
Come on.
It's quartetters
Saturated.
everywhere. They
Saturated.
doing it in the Roman Catholic Church too. So whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's why them little boys. That's why them little boys can hit that soprano note.
DL. They gonna ban you.
DL.
They gonna
Lord.
get your tail, D. They gonna get you. But yeah, it's like, I just didn't want to talk about. I didn't want to talk about anything negative. I didn't, and still to this day, it's because of God's grace that I have never been in. As far as my show has never had a negative kickback from it. So it's like really just trying to stay focused and just keeping the main thing the main thing. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I answered your question because I know I had to.
Good answer.
How I
No,
Good
you
answer.
did. Clock it.
Yeah. Like I hope I answered your question, but yeah, that's pretty much. And
Hey, Abronia shouts you out, boss lady. She goes, boss lady, with an exclamation point.
Mama.
Yeah.
Up,
And I love it when we're out somewhere and boss lady gets the response that she gets. She gets the murmuring and she gets, is that boss lady? Is that look like boss lady? Boss lady. And I used to tell her, I say, hey, look, man, there's no other person in that lane. You are the market. And I will say, I said that then, true. I will say this now. I'll keep saying it. Boss lady is that market. Who else do you see as a woman holding it down in quartet the way she does? So I think quartet is definitely blessed to have you advocating for the artistry and all that. We're going to get into that. You are putting boss lady backstage. I mean, a boss lady and Quartet Corner is putting their money where their mouth is. We're going to go to a question with Tammy. Tammy, if you got a question, go ahead and hit boss lady with it. But boss lady is putting her money where her mouth is. And I love it.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay, boss lady, my question is, so you said that, you wanted to remain positive and sometimes it doesn't seem like positivity always wins. So what were some of the challenges or some of the pushback you were getting when you want to remain positive, but of course I know it was like, this ain't, people don't want to hear that. People don't want to see that. If you got that type